Do you struggle with squeezing in a workout as a busy parent? Well, in this video, we're going to go over how you can find time to exercise as a busy or new parent. These workout tips will help make exercise a reality and a priority, even though it feels almost impossible. So let's get into it. What's up, Titans? I'm Brian Travis Smith II at The Titan Principles. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach helping people see real results in really the simplest way. So go ahead and smash that like button before it smashes back and subscribe for more great content. It's already difficult for most of us to work out, even without kids. But when you become a parent, it becomes that much harder. As a parent, we have to balance taking care of kids, workplace demands, household chores, school, doctor's appointments, etc. The list goes on. There's often very little time where parents have the chance to go exercise. You may even feel that it's impossible to go to the bathroom undisturbed. Trust me, I know, I can't. But what if I told you it is possible to get exercise throughout your day, even when you have a few kids running around, a newborn, a few toddlers? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You can still find time to get it. It's just gonna be a little bit more difficult. Now I know you're thinking, this is too good to be true. It's common to hear that when you have kids, life is gonna be chaotic. You won't have time to work out. You won't have a life at all, and that's okay. And while most of this may be true, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't bother working out. This just means you should be a little more flexible and forgive yourself if things don't go according to plan. With all that being said, the first thing you want to make sure to focus on is making sure that you have the right mindset. Mindset is everything, and it's something that is especially difficult for new parents. A lot of new parents come into parenthood with themselves being as number one, which is normal because all of their life they've been the number one focus, they've been the center of their world. But when they have a child, that child now becomes their number one. But this is something hard for some new parents to grasp. It needs to be understood that once that child is number one, they are now relying on that parent. And since they're relying on that parent, the number one priority of that parent is to be alive and healthy for them so that way they can take care of them. Compared to a world where you're just living for yourself, now you're living for a family, and now this family is relying on you. So you owe it to your family to stay healthy. That becomes your number one priority because your family needs you to provide and support. And exercising as a parent does more than just keep you healthy. You are an example to your child. So when they see you doing those squats or you doing those push-ups, pull-ups, whatever you may be doing, they see you staying strong. And then they want to be like you. They mimic that. When it becomes normal to them, then they'll want to have healthy activities as well as they grow older. And then it'll have a trickle-down effect. In that sense, your kids saw you working out as a parent, so then they'll have a healthy lifestyle, which they'll pass on to their children and their children as well. But then we also have to really understand what I talked about earlier about forgiving yourself in advance, right? You have to have the right mindset. It has to be okay that you didn't get your full workout in or even get your workout in at all that day. You have to be able to understand the irritation. A lot of parents will get irritated because their kids disrupted their daily activities. And that's really where that irritation comes from, the frustration, because the child is not on your schedule. You're more likely on theirs. You have to be able to forgive in advance, adapt, and keep your mindset right. Most of all, it just comes down to being flexible. The second tip that I would give is making a home gym. It would be really nice if we had the time to go out to the gym and be able to use their equipment. But most of the time, that is not the case. So I would advise to invest in home gym equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, pull-up bars. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever is most affordable for you. If you're able to afford power racks, then feel free to do that. Or a treadmill, feel free to do that. If all you can afford is resistance bands, that's good enough. I think you could get a really great workout from just resistance bands alone, and they're really affordable. And while we're talking about a home gym, if you're having a hard time finding the difference between a good and bad home workout, you can find that up here. If you don't have any equipment at all, then you can still get bodyweight workouts in. It makes it easier for you to get a workout in since you don't have to travel very far. You just have to travel to the next room, or maybe you just do it in the same room as your child. Because of course you're gonna be short on time. There's never gonna seem like there's enough time in the day for you to get everything done that you have to do. So what you'll wanna do is get your workouts while they're napping, while they're sleeping, or while they're eating. There's a couple ways to do this. While they're napping, you have to hope that they don't wake up from their nap and that you're able to get your full workout in. While they're sleeping, hopefully it's not too late. Usually by the time you put them to bed, you're exhausted, you're ready to just pass out right there. But you still have a few more responsibilities. So if you're able to get your workout in after they fall asleep, good for you. But for most people I've seen that it just keeps them awake at night and makes it harder for them to fall asleep. And so for me personally, I wake up a lot earlier. Right now it's 3:30 in the morning as I'm recording, because I'm also a busy parent. So 3:30 in the morning is where it is for me. For you, you'll just have to determine what time your children wake up. And maybe just start with a few minutes earlier, just get like a 10-minute workout. And then as you progress, and if you have more equipment or you want a bigger workout, then I would suggest waking up 30 minutes beforehand or an hour beforehand. Really, it's up to you and how much rest you get. The great thing about having a home gym is that you don't have to do your entire workout in one session. You can break your workouts into mini sessions. So I can decide that I'm gonna do 2 exercises in the morning, and then while they're taking a nap, do 2 exercises then. At the end of the day, do 2 exercises then, and I have my full workout. These mini sessions are really great for whenever you're busy and you just don't have the time. But what if your situation is just a little more complicated? We'll suggest communicating with your spouse or any other support that you have. This is huge. Having that communication with your spouse or support that understands will help things from escalating to irritability. And also, communicating with your spouse or support can make sure that you have time to go to the gym if you have that option available. If you are able to make it to the gym maybe once or twice a week, then I would recommend that you prioritize heavy lifting and compound movement. The third tip that I have for you to find time to exercise as a busy parent is to include your kids. You weren't expecting that, were you? You can include your kids in several workouts. Depending on how old they are, will depend on the type of exercises that they will want to do. So if they're really young, they may just want to help you count or watch you or make it into a fun game, right? If they're a little bit older, then they may want to actually do some exercises as well, as long as you keep it fun and don't make it grueling. Obviously, you won't be doing any compound lifts or reaching for any personal records or anything like that, but you'll still be able to get your workout in and get some daily active movement. If your kids are light enough, you can also use them as makeshift weights during your workout. But just make sure to be careful, and if anything feels unsafe, just don't do it. When you're including your kids in your workout, you want to make sure they keep the workout short, because their attention span won't be that long. It won't be fun for very long for most children. If you have a lucky child who wants to help you work out for a long period of time, you got this. But by breaking up your workouts, you can make sure that it's still fun, it's still a game to them, and that you're also getting your workouts. Also has to do with those mini sessions that I talked about earlier. Maybe 2 exercises here, 2 exercises there, we're done. You can also head to the playground and make that your gym, a jungle gym to be exact. The monkey bars, the pull-up bars, anything around there, utilize it to do more body weight exercises and get a fun workout while your kid is able to have fun playing down the slide. And I can't forget to mention what I use every day, the jogging stroller. If you don't have one, invest in it. That way you can get some walks, get some running done, and then your child gets to see some scenery. It's a different change of pace, and it's really nice. Another thing that you can do is combine exercise with your errands. You can bike ride with your child, you can pull them in a wagon, you can put them on your back, you can walk to places where you need to go. There's several ways during the day where you can get your daily movement. Don't forget that walking counts as exercise. You should be trying to walk as much as possible, especially if you're gonna be circling around in a parking lot, you're trying to get somewhere, park in the back, and then get all those steps when you're trying to walk to the front of the store. And instead of squeezing in a lunch date with a friend, exercise together. This not only saves you calories, but money as well, and gives you great quality time. So to recap, if you wanna find time to exercise as a busy parent, you have to 1, make sure that you have the correct mindset, 2, invest in a home gym, and 3, include your kids. So let me know what you think. Will you be working out and finding time to exercise? Are you a busy parent? Tell me what situations that you have and what trouble you're having with getting your exercise in. So whatever you do, just make sure that you don't beat yourself up and forgive yourself in advance. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, make sure to leave a comment below, hit the like button, and also subscribe. I really appreciate the support. If you need fitness or nutrition coaching, feel free to go to thetitanprinciples.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, peace.